gave me a consent form, just so you know how professional they are. He gave me a consent form for my own organization to be able to speak for my own organization. But I guess it brings it to fruition now. You know, we treat everybody the same. He wants to conduct this the right way, so I'm going to sign this. Gary Benjamin. Just in case they thought this was a game, consent to photograph, film, or videotape an individual for promotional use for the Big Life Corp. That's us.
My name is Taishawn Boyce. I am the keynote speaker / motivational speaker with the Big Life.
Hi, my name is Michelle McGowan and I'm a social worker at Rikers Island.
My name is Keisha Watts of Concerned Residents of Flatbush Gardens Tenant Association.
More youth trying to help youth, different ages, just all coming together to make a difference, and so the youth wouldn't have to be so in tune in the atmosphere and their environment. They can be in tune in things that's making them successful, and they can progress, have goals, and achieve them, instead of looking for the streets to find ways to provide income and for a place to chill.
Someone of low socioeconomic background is going to be much more likely to find themselves in jail, especially on Rikers Island, because Rikers Island is a jail, it's not a prison. Mm-hmm. So it's a detention center essentially. Most of the young people I worked with as a teacher out there haven't even been sentenced yet. And in our society we have this whole, you're innocent until proven guilty mentality embedded in our minds when we read about and learn about the law. But truthfully, all the young men that I worked with out there had not even been convicted. They weren't even guilty yet they were in jail because they couldn't afford to pay their bail bonds.
One of the main reasons why some people are in there for violence and trying to make a way financially.
Because they couldn't afford to pay their bail bonds, because they couldn't, the financial circumstances that led them to have public defender lawyers as opposed to a hired private lawyer, and the difference in just the amount of people that a public defender lawyer versus a hired lawyer have to be accountable for leads to just better practice. A public defender lawyer could have upwards of 180 cases on their belt at one given time.
Oh, you want me to start?
No.
So basically how we went about getting surveys from people is that we'd approach people, we just go straight into the survey and just start conducting it.
We also have a lot of friends, so we would call them and use our Facebooks to see if they knew anybody, and then give them a call, and then they'll answer the survey for us.
So many young people is outside because they don't have a job and their family depend on them. So what's the quickest way to make money? Is to hang out with the other guys, hustling drugs or robbing or doing the wrong thing.
A lot of the time, if they're kicked out of the house early, so they get kicked out, they need financial stability. When you go to the shelters, you have pimps lined up around the block waiting for you to come out of the shelter saying, get in the car, like, I got money, I'm gonna help you out. And so they get in the car, they end up with instant financial stability, but they also might get picked up on prostitution charges.
In all honesty, I believe that it would take more community programs.
We're trying to get a community center up, and I hope you guys can come out and be in the community center when I get it moving, because that's one of the things my biggest thing I'm focusing on before I move out of there.
I'm over 18. Today is 7/23. 12, and I'm 21 and old, 18 and older, excuse me. John Hancock. You guys all said, let's get this thing going. People always ask me why I started the Big Live. I asked them why nobody started it before I did. I started the Big Live because there are no more Dr. Kings. I started the Big Live because Malcolm X's are gone. There's not many to fill their shoes. I started the Big Live because at the age 19, I had to see two of my friends do bids. Ty, I'm glad you're home. Rich, I hope you got that kite I sent, bro. You know, this is just a piece of myself, the better parts of myself I put forward.